Thank you, Randy. And right back to our callers. Elizabeth next in Knoxville, Tennessee. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Elizabeth in Tennessee, and I had a question for you regarding the issue of women's head covering that is spoken about in 1 Corinthians 11, that is spoken of also in the Acts of Thomas, where it says that he had a vision of the women going around without head covering would be going to hell. Is that something, can you answer the question then about women's head covering and how that should be?
That's interesting that you asked me that question, because my wife asked me that question just last week. And so on Sunday morning very early, I began looking into that. And I wrote her some notes, and I don't have the notes. She's got them, so I can't answer the question. No, here's the bottom line. There seems to be, from my perspective, as I've looked into this more deeply, there seems to be a historical basis for it. First in the Old Testament, then, of course, in the New Testament, most prominently in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, then in the writings of the early church fathers like John Chrysostom and so forth. So my wife was trying to discern whether she ought to be wearing a head covering when she is in prayer, when she is partaking of the Eucharist. And I told her that I wasn't absolutely certain. I've given various answers over the years based on various positions that people have taken. I know at one time my good friend R.C. Sproul, who is now home with the Lord, his wife Vesta wore a head covering, and then later on he changed his opinion about that. My honest discernment, based on all of the evidence looking at the Old Testament, the New Testament, the early church writers, the precedent seems to be that a woman ought to wear a head covering when she's taking the Eucharist or participating in prayer. And that could include family prayer as well. My wife, after looking into the information I gave her and based on her own research, feels compelled to do that very thing. So that's our position after looking into it.
Well, I do wear the head covering in church, either a hat or a head covering of some sort. What about when you are not in church, like your everyday life? Is there anything in the Bible that compels you to wear head covering at that point?
No, I don't think so. I do think that there is that exception that I mentioned within the context of the home in prayer, that you may feel personally constrained to wear a head covering at that time in your own relationship with the Lord and family prayer time.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your answer.
You got it, Elizabeth. Thank you for your call.